there, Johns Creek, and welcome to another edition of Creekside Chats, where we offer you, viewers, an opportunity to see what's going on here at the city and take a look at different departments from the city from a view of a department director, our subject matter expert. And today with us, we have Erica Madsen, who is our Recreation and Parks Director. Erica, let's start off by talking a little bit about what Recreation and Parks Department does and manages.
Absolutely. Well, I love talking about Recreation and Parks. So we create the fun in the city, I like to say. So we have 8 parks and we manage the maintenance of those parks. We manage construction of new parks. We also manage all the programming that goes on in the parks. So any athletics comes through my department, as well as the special events in the city, whether they're held in a park or outside of a park. My department manages those special events.
Okay. Well, you know, with a lot of park space and a lot of acreage, I'm sure there's a lot to take care of and manage. Do you have a special team that's devoted to maintenance and operations of the parks?
We do. So departments like mine, Recreation and Parks, we're often divided into sort of 2 parts. There's the facilities, the maintenance and the building of new things, and then there's the things that happen in the parks. So under facilities, I have 2 team members, one a capital projects manager who manages new projects and improvements, and then I have a superintendent that takes care of the day-to-day maintenance needs of the parks. We also have contractors that actually do the maintenance work out there. They do the mowing, they do the weeding, and they do the laying down of mulch, things like that.
Now I know that we recently brought Cauley Creek Park online. That's a big park. Is it the city's largest? What's over at Cauley Creek?
It is huge. It is a 204-acre park. We're very proud of it. It is our newest. It's just over a year old. So when I describe Cauley Creek Park, I like to say it has 3 main amenities. It has courts, pickleball, volleyball, basketball, and futsal. It has big athletic fields, and it has a 5K loop within the property. It's also alongside the Chattahoochee River, so it's a great place to walk across the river and enjoy.
Wow. Now tell me a little bit about the trail. The trail is not just a regular cement sidewalk, is it?
It is not. It is a rubber surface trail, so it's actually recycled tires that are ground up into little bits, so it's very cushiony on your joints. It's quite nice. Also, it has a benefit of being pervious, which means that the rainwater comes on and goes right in through the ground, so it's a very sustainable trail.
I've noticed also a number of art pieces are going up in our parks. Tell me a little bit about some of the art that has recently gone up on Cauley Creek as well as other parks.
Thank you. Yes, we've had some great ones. So the most recent art projects are all created out of the steel from the old Rogers Bridge, which is pretty unique. So we have the bridge sculpture, which is right near Rogers Bridge. You can actually look through it and see the bridge. We have a public art piece called Lyrical Loops at Bell Bowls Park. The Ferns, which is near Creekside Park here, on the other side, is very pretty. We have a few more coming after that, so stay tuned.
Tell me a little bit about the recreation side of Recreation and Parks Department. What are the operations and the day-to-day of that like?
Yes, so that's the fun stuff, right? That's the stuff we all get to go into the park and do. We have some amazing partnerships in the city, which allows my department to work lean with our partners to provide services to the community. So we have associations, we have athletic associations that we have agreements with that provide the athletic programming in our parks. So for example, we have a partner in OC Park Athletic Association. They run the baseball program at OC Park. We have Newtown Recreation, which runs soccer, football, lacrosse out of Newtown, and I may be forgetting some there. We also have them as a partner at Cauley Creek Park and Shake Rag Park, where they offer those sports as well as cricket. So those are some of our partnerships. We also have a partnership with the Autry Mill Nature Preserve Association. They offer wonderful educational programming and summer camps out there, as well as some really fun events. So aside from that, we also have some of our hosted programming, I'll call it, where we have instructors come out, teach pickleball lessons, and things like that. So there's really a lot to do at our parks.
talk a little bit about programming of the events, and how does the event schedule unfold and get decided on, and how does that roll?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. So we have had a list of events that have been sort of, I'll call them community favorites for a long time. And those have been our summer concert series, the Touch a Truck I mentioned, things like Puppapalooza, Patriots Day, Veterans Day, things like that. And those events get blessed and improved upon by our Recreation and Park Advisory Committee and our Arts, Culture, Entertainment Committee. We have also added cultural events, including Daffodil Days, Diwali, Lunar New Year, Juneteenth, and the Literary Fair.
Where do you go to find out about these great events?
Thank you for asking. Please go to the website. I'd encourage everyone to go to the website. It lists all of the special events, all of the days and times, and all of our recreational programs where you can sign up there.
Well, we talked about the big things that are happening in the parks. What about some of the things that residents or visitors might want to know about our parks? I understand we have a celebrated dog park too, is that correct?
We do. It was the second best in the United States. It's an amazing dog park at Newtown Park, so that's a really special place. There's also a hidden gem sort of tucked back a little further in Newtown Park, which is our Veterans Memorial Walk. It's lovely, and the wall that heals back there, which is, as you know, a scale replica of the wall that heals in Washington, D.C. It's very beautiful. Over at OC Park, we have lots of baseball facilities there, playgrounds, but there's also a really nice nature trail loop in the back. It's especially nice on hot days because it's all shady. Over at Morton Road Park, that's a really great, we call that a pocket park because it's smaller in acreage, but it is within walking distance of a lot of residential communities. So it's a wonderful gathering place for the families in that area. It's got a wonderful playground, and our newest art piece will be going in at that park. There's also some little gems that you may not have visited before. Just down the road from Morton Road Park is our another pocket park called State Bridge Park. And that has a walking trail through the woods. It's only about less than half a mile, but it's a beautiful shady woody walk and is just lovely over there. Over at Shake Rag Park, towards the north end of the city, we also have nature trails. There is a story walk if you would like to enjoy that with your young child. There's 2 playgrounds, a lovely lake, and a fishing pier over there, as well as cricket facilities, which are very well used over there. And of course, we've discussed Collie Creek Park, which connects over Rogers Bridge to the city of Duluth. And Creekside Park is coming, so I can't wait to just explore that further.
How does a park like Creekside get approved and then get built eventually?
The idea for Creekside Park very much came out of a town center study. So it was a genesis of, how do we create an identity and a place to call, town center for Johns Creek. City Council tasked us with creating a master plan for that park, using the 2 ponds back there. And so from a master plan, we created a concept which had boardwalks, an amphitheater, connections all the way from Johns Creek Parkway all the way to East Johns Crossing. Just a place for people to gather was the vision. From the concept plan, then once that is blessed by council, we move into the design phase. And so it's taking that idea and turning it into actually construction plans that can be built. And that process is quite long. It takes a long time to develop those details and all the plans that go into that type of park. And from there, we bid it out, and then we get to the exciting part, which is where we get to build it.
What are some of the components of Creekside that you'd like to highlight?
Creekside Park has 2 elements that are most special. So the number 1 element is the boardwalk that will go from East Johns Crossing through what we're calling the Wetland Wonderland to City Hall. It's going to be wide, elevated, concrete. It's going to be a really nice walk. That will lead you up to the amphitheater, which is right behind City Hall. So the amphitheater is going to be really cool because while it can go back towards some terrace seating like you may have seen in other places to City Hall for a smaller event, a performer can also turn around and project out over the water and have a big performance where people can sit on all sides of the lake and enjoy it. So it's really going to be a great gathering place for the community.
You mentioned Autry Mill Park earlier. I know there's a lot to that park. There's a lot of history behind that park as well. Talk a little bit about Autry Mill.
Yes, so Autry Mill is different than our other parks in that it does have a historic element. It is a nature preserve. So their mission is to preserve and educate the community there. So it's a neat spot. We have a new amphitheater there, smaller scale amphitheater that's being built right now, being finished up. If residents wanted to come visit the Autry Mill Nature Preserve, they could see animals. They have ducks and chickens and goats. They can see a lovely pollinator garden. There are historic structures there. So there's a historic Warsaw church. There's the tenant house. There's the summer hour house and the visitor center that also has animals inside, reptiles and things like that. So it's really a unique place, a little gem tucked there off Old Alabama Road.
If you're looking to get involved or attend an event or visit a park, where do we find that information?
So it's all on the city's website. So all of our events are on there. You can go sign up for all of our recreational programming. There's links to our partners who provide the programming at our active parks such as Newtown, OC, and Collie Creek parks. That can all be found on the website. You can also rent pavilions there for special events. Just show up and have fun.
Erica, is there anything we missed that residents might want to know about the city parks?
The staff that runs the Recreation Parks Department, we love our jobs and we just love creating fun for everyone, whether it's you want to get out there and just take a walk, whether you are a senior that wants to go to Park Place and enjoy some of those programming, or if you have a special needs member of your household and you want to enjoy some of those offerings. And we really try to create fun for everyone.